The Worry Monster and Me, A Girl's Journey Through Guyana. In the large, colorful house at the edge of Betterhope, Guyana, Bibi lived with her family. Bibi was a bright and lively girl, always running around, playing with her friends, and asking questions about the world. But sometimes, just sometimes, she'd feel a little bit worried. Her worries started small at first. What if I miss the bus to school? Or, what if I lose my favorite necklace at the Stabroek Market? But then the worries started getting bigger, like, what if the bus driver forgets the Berbice Bridge? What if I get lost in the Iwokrama rainforest? One bright morning, Bibi went on an adventure to the national park. As she sat on the big green bench, watching the parrots soar overhead, she felt a worry creeping up her chest. What if I'm not brave enough to climb Kayatur Falls? She whispered to herself. Just then, a rustling sound broke through the trees, and out popped a tiny creature, a little green fur ball, no taller than Bibi's foot, with sparkling eyes like the stars over the Essequibo River. I'm Fizzy, the creature squeaked with a smile. I'm here to help you with your worries. Bibi blinked in surprise. What do you mean, help me? Fizzy giggled. Every time you feel worried, just give your worry to me. I'll make it disappear with my magic. Bibi thought it sounded silly, but she was willing to give it a try. She looked down at her worry. What if I forget my homework? She sighed. Fizzy jumped up, twirled in the air, and poof! The worry was gone. Bibi blinked in surprise. That was amazing! Fizzy beamed, proud of his work. I can make anything vanish as long as you trust me. So, Bibi decided to trust Fizzy, and they set off on a new adventure. They walked past the famous big market, full of colorful fruit, spices, and busy vendors. But then, a pigeon swooped down and grabbed Bibi's hat. Oh no! Bibi cried. What if it flies away and I never get it back? Fizzy quickly floated up into the air. Don't worry, he blinked, and with a zap, the pigeon dropped Bibi's hat right back onto her head. Bibi laughed. You're really good at this, Fizzy. But their adventure was far from over. As they ventured further, the day grew hotter and hotter. They reached the edge of the Kayatur Falls, the water roaring and crashing down in a majestic spray. The mist soaked Bibi's clothes, and she started to feel a little uneasy. What if I fall? She whispered. What if I get too close to the edge? Fizzy floated beside her. Remember, Bibi, you can do this. You've been brave all day. You've handled everything with a smile. But Bibi wasn't so sure. Her worry monster grew, creeping like dark clouds in her mind. But what if I'm not brave enough? Just then, a gentle voice broke through the mist. It's okay to be scared, Bibi, said the wind. But you don't have to face your worries alone. Bibi looked up, surprised. It was the spirit of Kayatur herself, shimmering in the mist like a magical creature. The spirit smiled, her eyes sparkling like the stars, and said, "Worries are like the falling water. They come down heavy, but they never last long. Let them flow." Suddenly, Fizzy popped up, glowing brighter than ever. "I've got this, Bibi. Just give your worries to me." With a deep breath, Bibi closed her eyes and handed her fear to Fizzy. Poof! Her worry disappeared and she felt light as air. The spirit of Kayatur smiled again. "You are braver than you think, Bibi. Remember, the strength to overcome your worries comes from within you. Even if you feel afraid, you have the courage to face anything." Bibi smiled, feeling as if a heavy weight had lifted from her shoulders. She stood tall and looked down at the falls, amazed at how small her worries seemed now. But that wasn't the end of the day's adventures. Next, Bibi and Fizzy traveled to the Iwokrama rainforest, the tallest trees casting long shadows on the jungle floor. Bibi felt both excited and nervous about all the strange creatures hiding in the jungle. "What if I see something scary?" she whispered. "What if I get lost?" Fizzy hopped onto her shoulder. "We'll stick together, Bibi. And if you feel worried, just tell me. We're a team." As they walked deeper into the rainforest, Bibi saw bright red parrots flutter above her head and colorful butterflies dance around her. The trees whispered secrets in the wind, and the jungle seemed alive with magic. But suddenly, Bibi stepped on a branch, and it snapped loudly. "Ah!" she yelped. "What if we're in danger? What if we can't find our way back?" Fizzy, never one to panic, puffed up his little chest. "Don't worry, Bibi. I'll make sure you're safe." Just then, the ground trembled, and a glowing path appeared in front of them. It was like the very jungle itself was guiding them. The trees swayed in harmony, and Bibi felt the forest's magic wrapping around her, filling her with peace. She turned to Fizzy, her eyes wide with wonder. "It's like the rainforest is helping us." Fizzy smiled. "Sometimes, Bibi, the world is full of magic. All you have to do is believe in it, and in yourself." As the day came to an end, Bibi and Fizzy made their way back to Georgetown, the sunset painting the sky with oranges, pinks, and purples. Bibi felt happy and light, with no worries left in her heart. Suddenly, Fizzy turned into a cute kitten. "You know, Fizzy," Bibi said, looking out at the peaceful city, "I think I've learned something today." Fizzy tilted his head. "What's that?" "I don't have to be afraid of my worries," Bibi said with a smile. "They come and go, like the rain or the wind. But if I'm brave, I can face anything. And when I need help, I can always ask for it." Fizzy grinned. "That's right, Bibi. You're stronger than you know." And from that day forward, Bibi was never afraid of her worries again. Whenever they popped up, she simply handed them to Fizzy. Poof, gone. And sometimes, when Bibi closed her eyes at night, she could still hear the voice of the spirit of Kayatur whispering in the wind. "You are brave. You are magical. And you are never alone." Moral of the story. Worries are like storms. They come and go. But with courage, kindness, and a little help from your friends, you can weather any storm and find your way through the darkest jungle or the tallest mountain.